solution. I cling to memories while falling. Sleep brings release and the hope of a new day. Waking the misery.
What would a Tool hybrid Beatles band sound like?
Unusual.
What would that sound like? Eh? Would you go see them?
I don't know if I go see them, but I would give it a perfunctory listen to see what
Perfunctory.
a perfunctory listen to see what I thought of it, and I'd probably go, oh yeah, and then move on to something
move on
else.
to something else. Yeah. That's generally what we do. It's generally how we treat things. Experience them once.
Oh, we're back now, are we?
Yeah,
We're back.
yeah.
We're back. Hey, who are we
Good
back
old
with?
draw card. Good old draw card over here. We are back with another episode of Salty and the Champ. With me, Edward, the Salt Man, Jobson. That's actually how you pronounce it. Not many people know that. But yeah, I'm the Salt Man, or
I
Edward
thought it was
Saltman.
Johnson, like a cock.
Johnson. Yeah, people think. Yeah, a lot of times people have thought my name's Ned Johnson, or Ned Saltman, or Edward Saltman. And we're here with the corporate champ.
The people's champ, mate. The people's champ.
Formerly known as the people's champ, currently known as the
according to
corporate
you,
champ.
I mean, you spent the last episode slagging me off, but that didn't go too well for you. You want to keep going today? Then
I think we can maybe
for it.
touch
We're
on.
starting well.
touch on-
Starting well.
I think we can maybe
going on
touch
here?
on a conversation
Well, audio's fucked.
that. He's lost it.
Oh, he's
He's lost it.
lost
He's
it.
making excuses now.
Well, I can hear you fine, Corpo, but
Corporals.
Corporals. I can hear you fine, Corporals. I think it's your headphones.
You
that
can't
are
hear us
plugged in, probably.
through the headies.
No, it's playing up. I shouldn't have left my good headphones here.
We might have. Hey, I treat them with respect. I
Oh,
put them
clearly
up
not.
on the hook. I put them up on the hook, out of the way.
You lost them for about a week once. Remember that?
That was because they're in the back of the cupboard.
Yeah.
I think we can. Well, you can hear me clearly now, so it's all good. I think we can maybe bring this up because, like, champ
Were you going to introduce buttons or?
and buttons. Here's buttons. Buttons as well.
Unbelievable.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Sometimes I forget.
I mean, he
Sorry.
might be the corporate champ, but you
Yeah.
know
He can correct me.
he
when
can, and he does remember each time because you do forget.
I have.
Sometimes you have forgotten.
I
You
have-
just
I'm
think about
sorry.
yourself all the time. We saw that
I'm thinking
last
about the
episode
pod.
with a
I'm thinking about the pod.
45-minute story about footy tipping.
Yeah. Well, that was a week ago.
Perhaps I'll cut some of that in the edit.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm sorry, buttons. I have
Oh,
forgotten. Sometimes I'm not the best at remembering
It's
things
okay.
and everything I need to do. I apologize for it, and I do sincerely apologize. Haven't felt any worse than when I forgot to save Buttons' video footage from one of the episodes recently and cut him out of the whole episode.
Disrespectful.
Visually, he's still
That's
there.
why you're not the
Anyway.
people's.
I couldn't give a rat's toss bag.
Speaking about that, you have shown time and time again of late that you're more sided with like rules, authority, the man, basically.
All right.
than
How
you
have
are
I shown
with-
this?
Than you are with
How have I shown this?
the people, mainly through the plushie argument. The plushie argument.
What's a plushie argument?
The plushie argument is that you think that plushies should not be anywhere near any sort of professional setting.
Well, if there's plushies in a setting, is by definition no longer professional.
I think that it's completely fine to have a plushie on a desk, for instance, at your workplace. Okay, so why do you have that position as the people's champion? Why do you have that position?
I think if you have a plushie on your desk, you're a fucking child.
But it's not wrong to have a plushie on the desk.
It's your opinion of
Listen.
Oh, he's
All
fucking
right.
with his audio
You,
now.
this is Ned drawing a really, really long bow because we had a discussion in our group chat where Ned was trying to wind me up and was
Sticking
talking
up for the
about
people,
having
which is
people
your
who
job.
have plushies on their desk, and I said I would not hire somebody who
Unfair.
came. I wouldn't hire someone who came to the job interview clutching a plushie.
I didn't
right?
necessarily say that.
And
Well,
he-
Say
then
they
he-
had it at the job interview.
Yeah.
No. That's how this started, right? It was
Oh,
part of the
it-
discussion
yeah,
anyway, right?
okay,
And then you're
okay.
trying to parlay this into like I'm somehow not the people's champion, right? I think most people would agree with me. And those who carry plushies, I don't want to be their champion. They're not people. They're slugs.
Ooh,
They're
that's
slugs, right?
dangerous talk.
They're
That's
slugs,
dangerous
and you as the slug lord, they can hang around with you because you're more than happy to defend these losers. So they can be yours.
I
And
find
we'll see what
that-
happens if there's ever a clash between the people and the slugs. Because I know who will win. It won't be the plushie carriers.
Okay, can I get a word in? The
Well, you had a few words into the last episode, didn't you?
enough of the references back to the long tip story. Those tips were low margin and head over heart. But I find myself as more and more these days
You're a plushie simp.
being forced into the position of defending all sorts of different people, which is what your job. It's in the name. It's in the name. The people's champion. Why are you not defending these people? These
They're not
losers.
people. I told you, they're not people.
There's all sorts of different people. Not everybody's the same. There's people that are, let's say, more professional. There's people that are less professional, but they're all acceptable in the workplace. There are people that want to they want to enhance professionalism. Let's say they want to.
They want to
maintain
enhance
those
it, do they?
They want to maintain standards. Let's say this is what you want to do. And there's others that are sort of a bit more renegade, a little bit more maverick. Want to shake things up a little bit. Want to push the boundaries. Those are the ones that I think need defending, because that's the only way change can occur. Do you think society is exactly as it should be right now? There's nothing that can be improved or changed.
There's plenty of things that can change.
Well, then
But,
you're not supporting those people that are looking
No. Let me finish. Bringing plushies into your workplace is not one of those changes. You know what? You want to carry a plushie around?
It doesn't
fine,
harm anybody.
Fine. I would never hire them.
But it
right?
doesn't harm anybody.
No, well,
What kind of
actually, it
harm
does
is it
because it
going-
makes everybody else in that workplace look like a dead shit.
No.
Yes,
Everyone
it
else,
does. Yes,
so
it does.
one plushie comes in and all of a sudden the rest of the workplace is tarnished.
Perception is reality, Ned.
I think it's completely acceptable to have a plushie on your desk. I think most modern CEOs would agree with me on that one.
Okay, you've dealt with a lot of modern CEOs, have you?
No, I just assumed that's
Okay,
probably
yeah. Well,
the
assumptions are mother of all fuck ups, as
I
they
would
say.
imagine that is the position
Sure.
that most
Yeah.
current
Well, you
CEOs
can
would
imagine
take,
all you like. Yeah.
because it doesn't offend anybody, doesn't hurt anybody, doesn't cause any issues, any interpersonal issues. The only thing it can apparently do is cause people that are like you a bit more stuck in their ways, a little bit more traditional,
Professional.
a little bit more traditionalist.
Results driven.
Uh,
Yeah.
the Lollipop Guild.
Lollipop Guild are not going to be accepting any fucking little midgets with
The
plushies, I'll tell you right
the
now.
grizzled munchkins of the Lollipop Guild.
Almost plushie themselves.
Well, exactly. Comes full circle. That's who you seem to be standing up for these days. Like it's the weak that need the most defending.
No, they don't.
They do, because they can't do it for themselves,
No.
can they?
Leave the
So-
weak.
No, that is some
They're
dangerous,
weak.
dangerous talk right there. Because you know who said that? I don't even want to say it, but it starts with an N. There's a Z in there, and there's an I and an A somewhere as well. So the weak.
The Nazgul out of Lord of the Rings.
Not a bad
There's
buddy,
an I
Chad.
in there, I don't think. I don't want to say it because I don't know what the current rules are with YouTube and whatnot.
Well,
if you can
Hitler.
say things, yeah. Hitler and the people that he
Yeah.
spoke
Well, he
to.
said leave the weak, did he?
I think it's a pretty common knowledge to.
Did he say leave the weak?
The Nazis thought that weakness was a thing to be, dealt with. Basically, the weak don't deserve compassion. I think everybody deserves the compassion. Perhaps even more so do the weak. And it's these people that you consider weak. Like if you're thinking, if someone needs to bring a plushie into the workplace, it's because they don't have the mental fortitude to be able to deal with whatever stress that might
Yes,
occur there.
and how are they
So what
going to
have
go in a
do is-
workplace? Not well.
Well,
Well, not in mine. They could go to a workplace
No, they
where,
might be.
where it's not as stressful, right?
okay.
You don't have to have you have to be seen as like highly professional. That's
Sure,
okay.
sure.
Not every job is for everybody.
That's
They
true.
need to know their role, as a previous People's Champ said, and fulfill that role.
One who's no longer going by that name, nor are you.
Well, according to you, I am going by the name. You're just trying to take it away, like when
I'm not trying to.
you know, Stone Cold tried to take away the great one's WWF Championship belt.
We're not going to get into that. We will one episode though, for sure. I think bottom line is going back to Stone Cold.
Okay, so is this a new pattern? You're just going to attack me at the start of each episode?
No.
Well, you did it last episode. You attacked me. All right. Now this episode, you're
I
attacking
addressed
me.
something that needed to be
Oh, you
addressed.
addressed it. Well, it's an attack. Let's be
Addressed
honest.
something that needed
Let's
to
be
be
honest.
If you want to perceive
If
it as an
too
attack,
gutless
then
to
you
call
can.
it what it is.
If you want to perceive it as an attack, then by all means.
Maybe
you can
we
go
should have a
for
little
it.
plushie on your desk over there. Okay?
Why not? Why not?
Maybe
I think-
maybe you'll be able to deal with stress a little bit better and won't feel the need to lash out at your
We've
fellow
got little
podcasters.
I've got some Pop Mart fuckers up there. there. I've got
Yeah.
Marty McFly, and I think Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead is up there. And of course, back in season 1, we had little Heisey and little Dermy, our little mascots. You know, they're plushy adjacent.
And didn't hear a peep of protest out of the
Exactly.
People's Champion at the time.
Exactly. So I think all of a sudden something's
You had no problem with little Highs,
yeah.
little Derm.
He's not a plushie.
Well, he's a little doll, little model.
Wait,
Toys.
so-
They're toys.
Yeah. Toys,
So the problem,
plushies,
the
same
problem, the problem isn't that it's a toy. The problem is that it's a plush toy.
shit.
Well,
don't
no,
mind
like
Cuddle-
any toy. I mean, this
Cuddly
is not a
bear, teddy
workplace. Let's be honest. This is a fucking circus.
Well, I think we put in work around here. I put in work.
Well,
Button
you
certainly
put in
does.
work.
Maybe you're a different story, but we certainly think that it's somewhat of a workplace. You know, it needs to
Most
function. as a
workplaces you get paid.
Well, here's this is a volunteer workplace. We all get paid in views. We have to split them up evenly.
I want a raise.
We all do, mate. Wishful thinking. Look, I think, and I've said this before, and this is not coming out of nowhere. You can't say that it's coming out of nowhere.
Well, it is coming out of nowhere. It's just coming out. You're
I
just
have
looking
said
for an
many
axe to grind.
times that it's a name that you can't just have an O. It's not like you're not president forever. You got to go back to the people and prove yourself. You got to, you got to present your case. And lately, you haven't been presenting any
I don't
kind
need
of
to
case
present
at all.
anything.
You do. You need to continuously prove yourself as the people's champ.
No,
Otherwise,
it's
what's
not
the
how it
point?
works, mate.
Otherwise, what's the point?
It's not how it works.
It is.
I
how
mean,
it
the
works.
fact
It
that
needs
you
to
don't
be
even know that is why you yourself are not a people's champ.
When was the last time you stuck up for the average Joe?
Hey, all the time.
Name
Give
an
us a
instance.
story.
Name a
All
recent
the time.
instance.
No, I don't have to. We've done this. We've done this before.
Here he goes again.
Right.
Trying to control everything.
I don't come in here to explain myself. All right.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
Why not though?
Because it's not what this show's about.
Well,
It's not about
show
me coming in and getting
meanders
fucking drilled every week.
This show goes into all sorts of different territory. You can't
Yeah, okay,
predict
yeah.
it. You can't
yeah,
necessarily predict
yeah.
it. But look, I think it's only
I didn't realise this season was about giving me shit and you going on half an hour rants.
again, he can't get over it. He can't get over the fact that I had a little bit of a soapbox last episode because I won the tipping
Do you
fair
know
and square.
the crazy thing is that
Yeah.
we would welcome and encourage a soapbox of his own.
Absolutely, just
Don't feel the need to.
refuses to do one.
But you should. Like,
Why?
You've got strong opinions about
he doesn't.
things.
He doesn't
We
want
want
to do
hear 'em.
anything,
The
and he
viewers want
doesn't
to
want
hear 'em.
anyone else to do anything.
Right.
Sure. In a discussion,
You're
not
putting everybody
in
in a hard
not like
place.
a tipping manifesto.
You're putting everybody in a hard place. It's like you're walking on
Oh.
eggshells
Point
around
you.
here. He's shutting us down. He's like I feel like we have to walk on eggshells a little bit more than we used to because you seem to be very quick to dismiss these days.
Quick to defend myself.
You're quick to
when I'm
dismiss,
attacked.
yourself, not anyone else.
Yeah,
though you don't want to
yeah,
defend anybody
yeah.
else, which
But
is what the people's
other
champion
people
should
can defend
do.
themselves.
People's champion needs to be a champion of the people. It's in the name, and
I'm
you
a
just never,
champion.
you're not showing that anymore.
For those I want to
So
be the
that's-
champion for.
Well, you can't be like that. You can't be discriminatory when it comes
I'm not
to
a
the
fence
people's
sitter.
champion.
I'm not a fence sitter.
Well,
And that's
I think
why the people voted for me.
The only correct course of action here is to change the title that you're known by
No, it
to
won't
be
be
more
happening.
accurate and reflective of
Yeah.
where you actually stand.
That won't be
So
happening.
that's the corporate champion.
Yeah.
Because you represent the man, you represent rules and authority.
Sure.
You're talking about professionalism
Listen,
and how
this
plushies
happens
aren't.
again. It'll be the last time I come on the pod. I'll
So
tell you
that's-
right now, son.
So he might have. He's threatened that many times on the chat, but maybe this is the first time on the actual pod that he's threatened to quit. And I'm going to call his bluff. I reckon he's not going to quit because he probably he likes this. I reckon he likes coming in, having a whinge, getting on his, as I said before, spewing his bile. Because where else are you going to do it? No one else is going to put up with this
Just
crap.
go down to that Scream Club.
Start the Melbourne one.
Yeah,
Chicago's a long
yeah.
way from here, buddy boy.
We'll do it at about 2 a.m.
I'll have to bleep the name of the street there. Go for it. Go to a Scream Club. Do something to fix yourself because you can't come in here and
To fix myself.
yeah.
I'm broken, am I?
to fix to correct, to course correct. Go back to what it was that made you the people's champion in the first place, and return a little bit of yourself to that character because, as I said, all you care about these days is rules, authority, and defending the status quo. And I think it's the people that need their champion. So I'll stand in for that right now. I'll be the people's champion.
Oh,
and
you
Salty.
fucking will not.
And you can be just the corporate champion. So we'll see what the titles say.
Yeah,
on
we'll
the
see how
edit.
that goes.
Well, we'll see what the titles
Yeah.
say on the edit. Alrighty. You ready to do another Dave's fave?
All right. So we're going from me getting slagged off into a segment that I previously told you was shit. That you then had a whinge
See, he
about
goes
because you
against
didn't
slagging
like
everything off.
how the way I chose not to really participate in that shit
Now,
segment.
look, I
Right.
admit fault. Look. Can I say something? I admit fault there. Fair enough. You said that you weren't prepared, and there was no like.
Okay.
There was
So
not
you
good enough
admit fault, but
guidelines.
now you're trying to repeat it.
There was not good enough guidelines. You felt like you put you on the spot a little bit, and that was why the
thought it was
segment
a
fell
shit
apart.
segment.
Fell apart. In this case, we've got a little bit more guidance. We'll ask you questions. We'll prompt you for replies. You can think of yourself as a bit of a chat GPT, bit of a champ GPT, corporate champ GPT. So you won't be.
Tell you
as
what, I'm not participating until you retract the accusation I'm not the people's champ.
I will retract that on a contingency that, or a it's contingent on you proving yourself. So if you can prove yourself that you are the people's champion, well, we've got all right. Here's what we'll do. Okay, we've got another confront coming up later on. If you prove yourself,
Another confront. I thought that was a confront there.
Well, as I said before, you can interpret anything as confronting as you want to, but we've got our favourite fan segment, Let's Confront Champ, another one later on in this episode. Depending on your take, okay? Depending on how you feel about that, I think me and Buttons can consult and determine on whether we keep
Okay, you two
the title.
geniuses will put your heads together again and make a judgment. Like on that ridiculous episode where he agreed with you about human combustion.
Well, he was looking into the facts. Like, he's busy over there doing he's searching things up. You going all right over there, Buttons? Haven't heard from you much
Oh,
this
I'm
episode.
trying to flick between this.
Yeah, he's got he's
hitting a lot of buttons.
a lot of stuff to hit to keep up with. But just check it in. You're all right. You
No,
know.
I'm all right.
Do you think that's
soaking it
fair?
in.
Like, I think we can wait to the
Hey,
confront.
always run the buttons, don't you?
See what
Always run the buttons.
see what his take is. If he
Oh,
has a
Captain
degree
Garvey.
of compassion, if he shows just a degree of compassion, I'm happy to say you are the people's champion, and we'll keep you as the people's champion. If you can't find it in yourself to show that bit of humanity, to show that you are in fact the people's champion, I think there's no choice but to take that title away from you and reassess it in the off season, because that's what we do. Wait for the footy season to be over, and we can go back to our metrics and see how we've done.
And what gives you the right to take the title away?
Look around. Look at the world you're in. You're in Salty's world, buddy.
Oh, I am I?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, might be a lonely
Drivers-
world soon,
drivers-
son.
Buttons will come back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
He'll
See
always
how that
come back.
goes for you.
He'll always come-
He'll always
You'll be going from 5 views down to 4.
Probably closer to 3.
Well, I
come
won't
back
be,
to
I
that.
won't be,
There'll be a-
wa-
look, there'll-
I won't be
you'll-
watching, so as a minimum, it's
There'll
from
be
5
a,
down to 4.
you never watch anyway. There'll be a resolution by the end of the episode. So wait, let's
Sure.
keep them hooked. We'll keep them hooked with that. No, we'll talk about it because you have talked about Alien Earth. Like, it's a great show that's come back. That's on now. Obviously,
Well, it hasn't come back, it's just started.
I corrected myself. It's in the Alien universe. Ridley Scott created the Alien universe. There's been a few sequels. The original Alien movie, Aliens, and then Alien 3 and Alien 4. Some 2010s additions to the universe. And now a series, the first series in the Alien universe. Now, you've actually said, Dave, that you think this is possibly the best TV series of, did he say the century?
I think I said it was the best first season of a show I've seen in a long time.
Right on.
I don't know
that's
if I want to
pretty
talk
good.
about it now because you fucking annoyed me. Right? I told you this is a shit
reckon-
segment. You should have planned this better, right?
I'm just
A
asking
segment
all need to do
I
is
think
answer
is
questions.
shit,
All
right?
you have to do is
and you
answer a
lead me
question.
into it by berating me for 10 minutes. And then you think I'm going to play a game.
All I'm asking is about a show that you have claimed you really, really like, and I thought it was probably like easy enough to talk about. Like, I don't think there's I don't see why you're getting so upset about it, to be honest with you. Do you think the acting's good? Is that what it is? It's really good about
I
it?
just think it's a good show.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't sit there and analyse it like you two do. I just like the show.
Well, but
I think
do
the
you
acting's probably
why,
like
like-
a little bit mediocre.
Okay, so you like something. Do you ever think, oh, why do you like what is it that resonates with you? Like, would you go and seek out something like that again, thinking, okay, Alien Earth, that's a good show. I'm going to seek out stuff that might be like it. What's like it? Why might I like it? You know, why might I enjoy it? So I think, I've watched it. I'm with you. I think it's a good show. I've watched the first 3 episodes. The problem I'm having with it, though, Dave, is it's not gripping me. I'm not coming back like hungry the next episode.
Sure.
I'm like, I'll download that. Yeah, I'll check it out when I got some time. But those shows that like, I can't wait to watch the next installment. Like you said, the Westworld season 1 was like that. Now I agree with that as well. I think Westworld was a really great show. First season, amazing. Yeah, probably the best first season of TV in living memory. But then that one, that was like, that took a nosedive. in
I mean, I
quality.
don't agree, but yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty commonly regarded as falling in quality after a
Just
substantial.
because a lot of people
opening
think something doesn't
season.
mean it's true.
No, that's true. But yeah, like
What do the people think?
that's what people think. Buttons, have you seen any of the Alien Earth?
I've not
series?
seen Alien Earth, the series. I do love the Alien universe,
Yeah,
so I've seen
big
all the
fan of-
films.
Big fan of the Alien.
Mrs. B doesn't
yeah.
want him to watch it because he gets night terrors.
No, you're thinking of Salty. I'm a
sorry.
very brave boy.
He's a brave boy. You can
Yeah,
watch
with
Aliens After
with your
Dark.
nightlight on. Unplug the nightlight. He goes to pieces, apparently.
Well, it's pretty scary.
Where's Mrs. B?
I think it is pretty scary, obviously, when you're dealing with aliens. and
You
scary
weren't allowed to
aliens.
watch it because Mrs. B wants to wait to the end, doesn't she?
Yeah,
She
so
wants to
She's a
binge,
binger.
yeah.
Mrs. Buttons is a
Buttons
binger.
binges.
She will
The binging Buttons.
not refuse, but
Probably
she,
get counselling for that.
She wouldn't want to watch a show that she has to wait a week for. She's very impatient when it comes to the show. She wants to know what's happening now. If she's invested in something and she assumes she will be invested in this one, she wants to go through it. But the problem
Can't
is
wait.
I can't watch more than 2 episodes. I'm too restless. I can't sit there for that long watching
Yeah.
a TV show.
I can only.
I can only watch cows.
Yeah, well, bit of a contrast in his tastes there. Yeah, like I think especially if it's like a new show, like certainly rewatches you can binge rewatches, but if it's a new show and it's also a somewhat popular show that maybe some other friends are watching, it's good to be able to catch up with them about it and sort of like speculate about the next episode
Around the
et cetera.
water cooler.
Yeah, water cooler talk, classic old water cooler talk. It's okay to have chat around the water cooler, Dave, or is that unprofessional?
It's fine.
It's fine. Are there limits to what you could talk about around the water cooler?
Of course there are. Let's move on. Doesn't feel good, does it? I'll move him on next time he's talking. I think he's doing his shutdown. I don't think you've said a word in the last.
Well, you've just been going on for 2 minutes.
Oh, you can interject. You can
Sure.
nod or say things, and not necessarily.
You're free to
interrupt.
agree.
Yeah, free to agree. But yeah, like I mean, tell the Whoperinos about it because you obviously like it, and I think as I said, I'm enjoying it, but not like as much as you. And I like to recommend TV shows and movies to friends because I'm feeling like they'll like it like this. So would you recommend that to the other Whoperinos?
I would.
And if you could just give them a quick let's imagine you're Margaret Pomeranz for a second.
Well, I'm not.
what
but
would you-
Look, it's a good quality sci-fi. I like sci-fi.
Cool.
If you like
the
sci-fi,
genre.
give it a
Yep.
watch.
Give it a watch. Yeah. Good effects, like makeup, special effects, etc.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Right on. Well,
Is it-
David's.
Is it the production values or the story that draws you in more?
Story generally. Yeah.
Nice.
But like I could watch something with a good story but shitty production values, but not the other way around.
Yeah, I feel that. Sure.
Yeah, like it's a cool take on the people that are familiar with the Alien franchise knows about the synths and nice one. Are you hearing that? Oh, good. I was hoping your audio was back again.
Wait,
Yeah,
Is that the right alien?
yeah,
It's
from the
that sounded
movie.
like Prometheus or something, I think.
yeah.
But it's from the
Prometheus
right
or the
universe.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
alien. It's alien
Yeah.
related, so that's all good. Relax, buddy. It's all good. Yeah, like the synths, the cyborgs, and the humans. You got these 3 different groups of people, essentially.
Yeah. And the hybrids.
and hybrids. Yeah. So that's the new one. That's the new one. That's been introduced
Yes.
in this series. I like seeing that kind of thing. I like seeing an existing universe where they put a spin on it, and you can sort of see, what's going to happen here. So that's what I'm interested in when it comes to Alien Earth. Yeah, another one of Dave's faves, and I just wanted to. The reason I really wanted to do another one of those is because I spent not a long time, but a little bit of time making the graphic for Dave's faves.
Oh, right, yeah.
And need to
Yeah.
make sure that that's
Maybe.
getting used. So
Yeah. I mean, a bit of a Pilkington approach. Story first, content later.
Yeah, in this case,
or name first, content later.
in this case, graphic first, idea after.
Also, what happened to those segments?
Well, we had an idea for another segment, or rather, I did, and it was brought to me by the name of a incense, which is Nag Champa. You've heard of Nag Champa before?
No.
Nag Champa. It's well, actually, I'll
What's
tell you
that?
what. I can. Maybe what we can do is we can use the new.
Oh, they've changed their packaging.
Well, this is a different kind of. If you can.
Oh,
put this on,
yeah.
Let's get that
I know
on.
that
There we
stuff.
go. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that too well on camera there, but what this is Nag Champa. I'll put a little logo up there. There we go. You can see the writing there.
Used to be in a much longer.
Well, that's
Yeah, for the
these-
sticks.
What these
oh,
ones
they're
are.
those. Oh, right. I see
These are
what
the cone. These are cones.
You're smoking cones, are you?
Well, in a sense, yeah. I light these cones on fire
Yeah, I see
and
the one.
give us the.
Yeah, it goes up
on
again.
buttons.
Oh, yeah.
There we are. Well, there we go. So what is a cone? A cone of incense,
It's like a little poo.
and
Looks like a bullet.
well, it's a cone. Yeah, it does look like a bullet. I'll tell you where it's going. It's going to this guy right here. And anyway, I got the idea for the segment because, of course, the incense is called Nag Champa, and we could make it a segment called Nag Champ.
I mean, that's a bit niche. I mean, most people wouldn't be aware of the brand.
No, I reckon most.
No,
of
I
our
think most
fans-
people
our
would
fans
be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the.
I mean,
it's
I
the
get
classic
them
one.
sticks all the time, and I've never noticed a brand.
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
you're
It's
not
the,
a.
It's the type of. It's not the brand. The brand's not Nag Champa. It's the flavour.
Is that true?
No. That's
Even
incorrect.
more niche.
I've talked shit actually. That's
One
incorrect.
particular incense out of like their 80 or 90 different variations.
But I
Let's
think
not-
Nag Champa is a
It is the brand.
commonly known
as an incense.
incense brand.
Yes.
It's like it's the McDonald's of
Yeah.
of incense.
That's right. But anyway, going back to the segment, would you be interested in a segment called Nag Champa, where we
No.
just like nag you? About
well, that's
stuff?
the whole fucking show, isn't it?
Well, I
Last
guess
couple of episodes it has been.
We should chase a sponsorship from Nag Champa.
Yeah,
I
good
reckon
luck with that.
That's fitting. That's
Yeah.
fitting. Well, they might. Who knows? I reckon we could probably.
Well, you'll
pull
obviously
it.
lie to viewers and say, oh, if you want a box of Nag Champa, send an email to saltyinthechamp
It's not a lie.
and
It's not a lie.
put Nag Champa in the subject line and I'll give you 10 boxes. And then when Sam Harvey claims it, I'll fucking rip him off.
Are you done?
No, isn't that your bit to camera now?
You ready
Oh,
for
I was
some?
just reading your script.
You ready for some finals predictions?
Sure.
Let's bring it back to the footy.
Yeah,
we can all agree
yeah.
on footy.
Yeah.
Footy is It's finals time. Now, by the time these
Half of you to
Waparinos,
fucking annoy me when you talk about that. But yeah, let's go.
by the time these Waparinos are watching this one, 2 teams have taken a tumble. They've been eliminated.
Hawks are through to a, what do they call the second round? Is that
Semi-final.
Semi.
Yeah.
The semi-final,
Which is
So you reckon
weird
the Hawks
because
are
usually that's the
through?
one before the final.
Well, the
You would
prelim.
think it
is
would go
the-
elimination, then qualifying, and then semi because you qualify for the semi.
Well, you got you're doing two different things in the first round, and that's kicking a couple out, and qualifying a couple to take the premier.
Yeah, it doesn't.
the
The
prelim.
names don't really make sense, but anyway, let's not.
Yeah,
get into that.
sure. So you said that it was GWS and Freo
Would get knocked out.
would get knocked out.
Yep.
Thus, Hawthorn and Gold Coast are still in the
Yes.
finals.
Yes.
Now, depending on who wins out of the top 4, and again, I can't remember who's playing, but
We've got Adelaide playing Collingwood.
okay.
And
And I think the Hawthorn would play the loser of that. I think.
I believe that's true.
Okay.
And then it's
And
Brisbane.
I'm hoping that would be
and
Collingwood.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
I think
it
we
would
would
be.
beat Collingwood.
Brisbane
Adelaide
and
versus
Geelong.
Brisbane and Geelong. Well, I'm definitely going for Brisbane in that one, and I'll be going for Adelaide versus Collingwood, and they are minor premiers, so they'll be playing at home.
Who is?
Adelaide,
Are they?
I think so. Is that right? I'm
right,
pretty sure
That's
Adelaide.
correct. They finished on top of the
shit.
ladder.
Yep.
Wow.
And they will, and they finished 15th
15th
last year.
Yeah, and it
which
was
is
the
where
biggest.
Essendon's finished this year. So, no, minor premier next
Good
year.
luck
It's
with that.
happening.
I think that it is the biggest rise in a season.
Oh, it'd have to be.
Yeah, ladder position.
Have to be.
But there have been others that are pretty close and recent as well. But anyway, so let's say it's Adelaide and Geelong who have qualified for the prelim. That might be an interesting grand final. Adelaide versus Geelong. Go Adelaide. And then so Hawthorn play Collingwood in the upcoming semi-final this weekend.
Yeah, we'll win that.
Let's imagine that's the
We'll win
the
that.
scenario. You'll win it.
Yeah.
You go into a prelim. So
So
this is
did we
where,
just beat them a few weeks ago?
I can't remember.
Did we beat 'em?
Buttons.
I think we beat 'em.
Yeah, I believe so.
Buttons
Yeah.
is our.
So we'll win that
our,
again?
Confirmation.
We'll go to a prelim.
Look, quite possibly. You nearly made a prelim last year.
Get
against
Derby to
Port.
give the boys a rev up beforehand. They go out, break a key player's jaw.
Jeez, could be a Geelong Hawthorn grand final.
Oh,
again.
imagine that.
That would be
Imagine
fun.
that. Yeah.
I would be. Oh God, I don't know who I'd go for in that scenario.
You have to go
That'd
for
be
the
hard.
Hawkers, surely.
Probably, I'd rather eat lead. To tell you what.
Do you know what
But,
scenario I like? It's when because the whoever competes in the first qualifying final can theoretically meet each other again in the
That's
grand
true.
final.
That's true.
And if it's a good, so Adelaide and Collingwood played a game a few weeks ago. Great game. If this first game is a good game, hold on.
He's all
Oh, I
right.
nearly. No, he was yawning. I nearly got
Yawn
him.
watch. I'm
I
going to
nearly
make a
got
graphic called Yawn Watch.
him.
pop it up.
Yeah.
Or
No,
Yawn
yeah,
Count.
Nearly got him.
How many yawns do we get in?
I was just breathing. Fucking, I don't even know how to breathe on this pod
Past,
anymore.
it's past 9 o'clock, so you can never you probably cut to and be asleep one of these days. Sorry, Buttons. Continue, mate.
No, I don't fucking know what I was talking about.
You're
saying
talking
it's
about,
great
you're talking about
derail.
teams meeting twice, like if they played in
Meet
the...
twice, has a
yeah,
good game,
yeah,
and then it's a good game. It's a good grand final. Everyone wins. It's a fucking good time. All right, go ahead.
I don't know, wouldn't it be boring if they play the finals and meet again in the grand final?
Depends how good the games were.
Exactly. Yeah,
Because
depends.
if you're building a if
I
you're
always feel
building
it'd
a
be a letdown.
rivalry, if you're building a rivalry over
I always feel
several
it'd be
games,
like a bit of a letdown.
Well, yeah, it could be. Yeah, I suppose so. It depends on the journey. Depends on the journey that they've taken in the finals, and if there's a redemption arc, all that kind of stuff. Oh, there he goes. Fucking hell, he's struggling now that it's been pointed out. It's like a contagious
help
thing.
it, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll blur him every time he yawns so that people can't see.
Yeah,
And then I'll have to cut out the next 2 minutes when we're talking about it.
sure. Maybe it's be more interesting.
So who do you reckon's going all the way?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know Adelaide with the minor premiers. So the fuck would I know?
I think it's probably
I
going to
thought
be.
Brisbane was on the top of the ladder.
Oh, they were for a little while, but look, it's generally whoever qualified for the prelim, whoever's had the week off. I'd say pretty comfortably Adelaide is going to be in the prelim. Look, I think they could probably go all the way. They haven't won a premiership for about 27, 28 years, something like that.
Were they 97?
97 and
98.
Yeah. So they've had a
They
longer
beat
drought.
Adelaide they beat North in like 97 or something, didn't they?
Saints in 97 and North in 98.
Yeah, it must have been 98 because I was watching it at my mate's house and he's a passionate North supporter.
A North Nuff.
And at 3/4 time, he grabbed a cricket bat, left the house, and went looking for Adelaide supporters. Luckily,
God.
luckily he didn't find any.
Jesus Christ.
They never saw him again.
What he's not on the loose in rural Victoria.
No. Look, he was a bit of an angry teenager. He's over it now.
Not the same guy that put paint thinner in his
No, but
Spray
that guy
jet.
was there. That guy was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was at that party.
We have to do it one episode. We have to do a deep dive on Champo's old mates. See where they are.
He's got some
we'll do a
stories.
Where are they now?
Oh,
We'll look 'em up,
I think
and he
he'll
has to
actually.
guess what they're
I think
doing.
he'll actually be into that. Yeah, you wouldn't mind that.
we
We don't
problem
have,
is
we
we're
don't have to
putting all his-
identify. We don't
all
have
his
to
mates in.
identify anybody because you
Yeah.
can just tell stories that are just in general in nature.
We'll change their name.
Yeah.
Names
Change
have
their
been
name.
changed to protect their privacy.
I don't know
Yeah.
if there's that many interesting ones, to be
But
honest.
I mentioned this privately to Ned actually that you spin a great yarn.
Oh,
you do know how to tell a story, and that's why we want
Absolutely.
to. We want
That's
to
why
get
you're
some
here.
yeah,
That's why you're here.
We want to hear stories.
We want to hear stories. People love the champ. You
So
are the
Dave-
draw card. We call you the draw
Story.
card. Yeah. No, we have to.
No.
We have to prep him. We'll do. Remember on Hey Hey, it was Maury's joke.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to do Champo's story.
Wasn't there two of them and they would have like a joke off? Isn't that how it worked?
Calm down. So it was only 6:30. Surely too early for a jerk off. Just joking. Joke off.
That's disgusting, Ned.
It's a good one, mate.
Disgusting. It's a PG show. Put your fucking head in.
Well, that's what I was thinking about. Hey Hey. They didn't get up to that.
That's enough of me.
Who was that?
I don't know. I
Not
just
Daryl
pressed it-
Summers,
just
was it?
pressed the button.
Yeah, so no, we love Hey Hey. We've given Hey Hey a shout out here and there as well before because
You know,
we
I
try
always
to
wanted. I
emulate-
can never find one of those baseball caps, the plug a duck baseball caps that were like the metal
It was like
front and like the metal sort of.
wasn't it
metal
like
bits
the
on the
Angus
grill.
Young type cap?
Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe
Just
that's
like a
what
little
they modeled it on.
schoolboy cap.
No.
It's kinda like
It was
baggy-
like a black
baggy
baseball
green.
cap, but it had like a metal stencil on it that said Plucker.
Dickie Knee had that. Hey, who are you talking about? Plucker or Dickie Knee?
Plucker.
Oh,
Plucker
sorry.
duck.
I thought you were talking about Dickie Knee. Okay, yeah.
There's I just looked on eBay here. There's some Plucker Duck original hats here. $300 on eBay.
Are they the baseball caps with the metal stencils?
Tell them they're dreaming.
Yeah, one of them says.
I have to have a look.
Yeah, I'll send
No,
it
they
to
just say
Predator.
plucker. It just says plucker.
I
One
know
says-
what you're talking about now.
One says, "You're talking to me,"
No, I don't want that. It's like that barley shit.
and the other one says, "Slam duck it,"
Nah,
and he's got a basketball.
That's rubbish.
Pretty,
No.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, no, I'll respectfully decline on those ones.
Yeah.
$300 each.
Yeah. I can stick that.
So I don't know where that hey conversation came from, but yeah, talking about the grand finals, I suppose. But the finals predictions. So yeah, I think it's going to be Adelaide versus Geelong, and go Adelaide. Can't stand Geelong winning another grand final. That's for goddamn sure. Successful bastards.
I'm not sure that Adelaide Geelong is. They might meet in a prelim. No,
Well,
wait.
assuming that because they don't play in the qualifying final. So what I'm saying is, I think Adelaide and Geelong win their qualifying finals respectively. They have the week off. They win their prelims, and then they face each other in the grand final. And I think Adelaide wins that.
And you know what happens after that, Dave?
Mad Monday. Oh, cricket.
We'll talk a lot more about cricket this summer. I
Oh,
promise.
there's races after that first.
I promise you. Well, we don't really care too much about the race.
Oh, you don't? I like the races.
During the spring racing carnival, we're having our Halloween special and our Thanksgiving special, and that's what we'll be focused on over here.
Oh, yeah.
The races don't get really much of a look in around here. Not sure if
Yeah,
you.
I'll be looking at them. I'll be off at some of the races, so you have to
can
you have to
talk.
work around my spring racing calendar, Ned.
I'm happy to do that.
I mean,
I'm
my
happy to do
favourite one starts this week as well.
that. Really?
Your favourite what? What's that?
It's NFL.
Ah, right.
He loves his football. He loves
I do.
having some
It's just
buffalo
starting now.
wings and watching
that
the
just starting
football.
now?
The first game's on
With-
Friday morning.
Just have a
Bud
long
Light.
off season.
Yeah, they do.
Really long.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole season only goes for about 18 weeks.
Well, there you go.
It's good. Footy should be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Get in, get out. Fuck
I mean,
off.
AFL's a joke.
It is.
Well, on that, maybe that was a natural segue that the bomb was lining up for us. The buttons, I mean. Snoop Dogg is another thing that we wanted to talk about on tonight's episode. As you know, Snoop Dogg has been arranged as the grand final entertainment. And yet another aging American, star is pulled down under.
Pulled off.
Settle down. Disgusting, Ned.
That was a good one.
Another aging star, coming down to light up the MCG on grand final day, and I'm thinking, is it a bit done at this point?
I don't know. I think Snoop Dogg's a pretty good pick.
Well,
The
he's
Super Bowl a
big.
few years ago, and that was fucking sick, that halftime show.
He's big and everything, but like, I think the grand finals are a good chance to showcase
Like Mike Brady.
homegrown talent.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Mike Brady
so
playing
fucking
real.
one day in September.
And like Mark Seymour
Boring.
doing his thing.
Oh,
Holy Grail?
please, no.
It's
Don't like
tradition.
that? Don't like that? It is. And
Yeah, they can
doing,
thaw those guys out of the carbonite like they do each year and roll them out for the pre-game.
Well, they
but
will.
half-time and like post-game, you need someone big.
well, that seems to be what's going on now. Like, it was Katy Perry last year. The year before, it was Kiss.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice.
I mean, to be fair,
far out,
they're
mate.
like they were like old as fuck, but they were a huge.
Everyone
name.
was like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
the fire. Yeah, the fire." Well, go watch a goddamn pyrotechnics show or something. It's like they're over it. They're over the hill. They're coughing their lungs up on stage and they can't do anything. But how do you think Snoop Dogg's going to go down?
I think it'd be really good.
Yeah, he probably will be. If you can keep his mouth shut, that is.
Why?
Well,
I have an opinion.
He's allowed to have an opinion, but some of those opinions are brain dead, if you ask me.
I mean, he's not going to go and say anything controversial at the halftime entertainment. He's going to come out and play songs and fuck off.
All right, maybe he hasn't heard of this one, but maybe he has. But I'll ask Champ, if you had a daughter, or a granddaughter, in fact.
Yeah, I've heard this
You heard
story.
the one? So
Yeah,
would you be
yeah.
confounded at two women kissing in a kids movie, or would you be like, oh, that's just what happens, kids?
Yeah, just whatever. Who cares?
Like, I don't know why he made such a big deal of it. We thought it was such a confusing fucking thing to deal with.
What are you talking about?
Snoop, for some reason or another, couldn't explain a lesbian couple existing in a universe in a Disney movie or some shit. I don't know exactly.
What, to
it
his
is.
children?
Well, his grandchildren.
His grandchildren.
Grandkid. He's like, oh, how am I supposed to explain this to my kid or whatever? I don't know.
I mean, he's
Fuck
an old man.
Well,
he said he took it in the
he's not-
movies.
he's
It
not
happened. It caught him
ancient.
off guard. They asked him about it. He didn't know how to answer it.
he's grown up.
I mean, it's not a fucking war crime.
I mean, he's not like obviously he's not the most enlightened motherfucker, but I mean, it's pretty fucking poor form to be like at that level of ignorance in this day and age.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but I mean, honestly, are you going to like morally audit every single person you ever get for entertainment? Like,
yeah, no, fair
this
enough,
is a
fair
problem, right? When the
Yeah,
AFL
here he
tries
is.
to insert themselves into
He's
every
woken
fucking
up.
moral argument ever,
He's woken up.
right? It comes back to bite them in the ass.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So I think sporting organisations should just put on the game and shut the fuck up.
Well, that's now my audio's fucked. That's the safe way forward. That's the safe bet. But I don't know. People are finding it more necessary to, to address these fucking things.
Address these fucking things. Fuck! We're doing
Sorry-
live.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I lost my temper. It'll never happen again. But what was I talking about? Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Well, look. He's been around a while. He's made a banger or two. That's for goddamn sure. So those will go off. I mean, yeah. Look, it's all right. It's a good choice, I suppose. But yeah, I just think like I can see this going downhill. Over the next 5-10 years. This Andrew Dillon. Is he going to be good for the game or bad? Is he going to
They're
make
fucking useless. They can't get anything right. Are you serious?
good choices or bad choices around them?
It is. They are like I've said this a million times before. They're one of the most hack-handed amateur organisations
organisation.
you would ever see anywhere. If they were like listed on the stock exchange,
Yep.
the shareholders would be in fucking revolt and would be like just ripping that board apart. But the AFL just like fuck up after fuck up after fuck up.
Yep.
And they've got so much money and they just piss it away every time. Like. They can't get the umpiring right. They can't get any consistency with matching with like basic stuff about the game.
Yeah.
And then, everything else. Like they basically try to blackmail the Tasmanian government for a fucking stadium, extorting taxpayers
that's-
who can't even afford houses and hospitals and shit down there.
That's messy. That's really messy. That stuff.
And then, they just fuck everything else up.
Yeah.
They're
yeah,
useless.
Look, it is a bit of poor form, and I have to give it to you there because you've been hammering that message ever since we started this podcast, and your case only ever gets stronger because they down there at AFL HQ they can never seem to get anything
No.
right. They couldn't organise a route in a brothel, as an old saying goes.
It's disgusting, Ned.
Well, I'm just saying. Look,
You got a real potty mouth tonight, mate.
I'm just saying. They're probably not the most.
I think we should have started talking about those cock names. It's really set you off on a weird tangent.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I got all these thoughts in my head that I have.
But yeah, they couldn't. They honestly couldn't.
No. Yeah. Well, let's see how they go with
Like
Snoop.
a mule with a spinning wheel.
Let's see how they go with Snoop and how the
mean,
crowd
they're losing
reacts.
me.
They'll probably like it.
The games are pretty good. Especially as the problem this year was that which is unusual for the AFL is that the difference between the best teams and the worst teams was too wide. It used to work in the past where the system of draft picks and everything, and it was a reasonably even competition.
Yeah.
There's just so many blowouts. I think the finals will probably be good because the top 8 teams are really good and they will be of high quality. But this season was a drag. Half the games were blowouts every week.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It
blowouts.
was no good, but it's like the umpiring makes no sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, you can look at the blowouts as like a statistical outlier for 1 year, right? And it's like, for whatever reason, West Coast seems in particularly bad shape. So does North. So do you guys. Who was the other bottom 14? Richmond. Yeah, but there's always going to be teams like that. I don't know if like. I don't know.
the
it'd be
difference is
interesting
those
to
other
see
ones bounce back.
Yeah.
That's
Well, yeah. But I mean, it's most of the other than the umpiring, I guess a lot of the on-field stuff is like okay because it looks after itself. But it's everything else they try to do, insert themselves into that they just fuck up again and again.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think you make a good point.
You might want to get closer to the microphone,
I
then, mate.
think you make a good point.
Yeah.
Like you usually do. Now, look,
pretty good content.
now Dave. Let's come
Let's
back to
move
the
along.
Cowboys.
Let's move along now. It's losing.
We're losing champ.
Yeah. No.
We're
I think
losing
we're losing you now.
If we had you on the
I'm
EKGs,
fine. I
we'd
went
be
on
saying,
a
"Oh,
short
yeah."
rant about the AFL. I'm back. You're just I don't know what's happened to you.
Mate, I'm all
Smoke weed every day.
I'm all guns blazing right now. I am about to
Yeah, please.
unleash the next LCC or Let's Confront champ.
Okay.
And if you've forgotten, let me remind you, this is the one that is going to... Your reaction to this particular confront is going to...
according to
make
you.
or break
Yeah.
your continuation with the title of...
Okay, so it's
People's
going to
champion.
decide whether there's 2 or 3 people here at the next filming, is it?
Ooh, he's threatened. He's threatening. He's threatening. Look, I think I'm going to call this bluff. I don't think you actually would.
Go for it, son.
So, yeah, the stakes are this. The stakes are these. Depending on whether you can or cannot support or show emotion.
I
show
mean,
the
what?
appropriate
I mean,
emotion, to this video.
I mean, why would you preface it with that, right? Because you're trying to force me to have a certain reaction, right?
Sure.
And that's not how Confront Champ works. Confront Champ, I shouldn't have to tell you this because apparently you're in the driver's seat.
Okay.
Let's Confront Champ is you want me to have a natural reaction.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah,
you're
yeah.
trying to game the reaction.
No.
right?
It's
You're
a test.
ruining the
Let's-
segment.
Let's Confront champ is always a test. It's always a test. A test to see what.
Sure,
what,
but you're not
what
supposed
your-
to tell me it's what the rules of the test are beforehand.
Well,
He's got you there, Salty.
okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. But you forced my
Pick
hand.
it up, mate.
You
Fucking
forced
hell.
my hand by, your threats. You're threatening to leave. So I've
Well,
gone.
mate, you've
out
spent the
to-
last 2 hours just basically attacking me, so...
I don't think every 120 minutes of the last 2 hours is spent
Okay,
attacking
probably
you.
90. Probably
Some-
90
some
is
of,
probably relatively close.
Some of, but not all.
Well, I suppose 45 of that was you talking about your tipping commentary, so let's say 45 minutes of the last 120.
Okay. Can I bring it back to the
Yeah, go
confront? Now, you know that we've got 2 categories of confront these days.
Then we're not doing wholesome ones.
I don't know if this is wholesome.
It's not wholesome.
No, I wouldn't say wholesome.
But it is what I would consider a heartstrings confront. We're going to show you a video. This video it's a bit old. It's probably about 25 years old. So
I
the
seen
resolution isn't great, huh?
Have I seen it?
I don't think so. I don't think you would have.
Right.
I mean, you might have, but I don't think so. I've seen it many times actually. I remember many years ago when I first saw it, and let me tell you, it made me a little bit emotional.
we watched
it makes me-
before you got here.
Yeah, we
Champ,
watched it.
watched it again, and Ned was a little bit like, "Oh, jeez, I can't."
Yeah.
So
Like I literally can't watch it without feeling something. So we're going to play it for you, depending on. Look, I'm just going to say it because it's the season of tyranny. Depending on how I feel about your reaction to it, that's going to. I'll either decide to keep you as the people's champion, or to retitle you as the corporate champion. We'll retire the
can't
name the
retitle
people's
me, mate.
champion, and you can choose whether or not you want to be a part of this podcast
Sure.
going
All
forward.
right. Bring
I'd
it
like
on.
to keep you here, but we have to present a degree of reality, and the reality these days seems to be that you got the side of the corporates more than the side of the people. So look, we'll leave it there. We'll watch the confront. We'll see how you go with the confront.
Plushy simp. Go on.
Depending on that, we'll have a chat. We'll have a discussion. And we'll see if you're going to continue as
Go
the
on,
people's
hurry
champ. All right, here he goes again. Trying to bloody run things along. Now we'll come to this episode. Whoops. All right.
screen view.
Yeah, pop it on. Okay, champion. Now, did you see the title of this?
Boot camp, my protein.
Well, that's the caption on the thing. but
Okay.
the title up here is.
Saddest boy ever, Jenny Jones show. Right.
It's the saddest
yeah.
boy ever. It's
he
not long.
he sounds like the saddest boy ever. Right?
Yeah.
He just wants to go home.
I mean,
This
it's
is
one
him
of
20
these
years
stupid
ago.
American shows where they have like one of them Apollo Jerry
they're
Springers
trashy.
or
They're
Ricky
trashy
Lake or
little.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
You know the kind of shit.
I mean, just rots your brain. Okay, I can tell you've watched this about 30 times because it kind of explains a bit.
It's a 38-second video. It's very short. It's very short. You're gonna get the idea really quickly. All right. Buttons. Any more preamble? Should we just play it and let him see what he?
Just play it.
I think we've prepared him enough.
Okay. Here it is.
Put him off enough.
Champo. This is the saddest boy ever.
You love that woman right there? You love her, right? Yes, sir? Now, you're not an adult till you're 18. Do you want me to be your daddy for the next 8 years, son? Huh?
Yes, sir.
You do? Why you want me to be your daddy?
I have no daddy.
You have no daddy? Well, let me tell you something. Come here, give me a hug.
that's it. That's all there is.
That's it.
Just 38 seconds is the most heartbreaking shit you'll ever see. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a win. I think that's a win, actually, because at least he wasn't fighting it.
It's I don't know. It's just TV.
You have
I don't
a
know.
you have a great father.
Yep.
I've got a great dad. Buttons, he's got a great dad. Have you ever stopped for a second to think what it's like for a young fella out there that doesn't have a dad?
Oh, really?
Oh, surely you've actually had surely, like, you would have had some friends back in primary school.
Yeah.
That was single.
Sure.
Had single mums.
Yeah, it's sad.
It is, isn't it? And when you see a story like that, this fucking poor little child is getting like berated by some drill sergeant who he probably considers scary, and he's put in a position by his mum who should know better, where he's like incredibly vulnerable, and he's saying like, even though like it seems like you're attacking me right now and you're trying to make me all scared and stuff, I want you to be my daddy because I don't have a daddy. Like, actually,
Or some little kid in America, like, who cares? Didn't you show me one like this, like, previously, where it was like some little random kid on the other side of the world? I said I didn't really care.
I actually can't watch that without like. No, because it is.
Don't laugh.
It's sad. Like, it is. Like, if you have just like have two goddamn seconds to think about this kid's experience, like, he's out there on a national TV show. He's got no idea what the fuck's going on. His mum, who should know better, has put him there, and it's like he's reaching out for a little bit of a fucking connection, a little bit of a fatherly figure to take some presence in his life. He's got nowhere else.
I mean, it's
to
probably
to
all
get
set
that
up
from.
anyway.
Well, it is obviously all set up. That wasn't set up. You can't.
How
You
do
know
you
what they
know?
say? Well, because you can't work with actors actors can't work with children or animals. And so, and you know why? Because they're unpredictable. So you can't get that out of the kid. That's completely natural. That was a completely natural, authentic, truthful thing that kid said. That he's
Yeah,
got
I don't
no
think it
father
was.
figure, and he's trying to find one from wherever. Even this scary drill sergeant. I can't watch that without like feeling for the kid. When you saw that for the first time just now,
No.
did you have any sort of feelings for the kid? No. Do you not want to look? Okay, if that's your authentic take, I respect that, but. Do you want to reconsider that? Even
I mean,
lie
what's the
to keep
point of
the
this? It's
title of People's
25-year-old TV,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Kid's probably sick of people watching it. You've just brought it up again, exploiting him for cheap laughs.
Well, actually, no
You
one knows who
you
that
sit
is.
there and pretend to go, ooh.
I didn't pretend.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
No.
Yeah, we saw
No,
that.
it made
Yeah,
me
yeah.
emotional.
No,
I had to take a moment.
You're taking the piss out of the
No,
poor
I'm not
little
taking
kid,
the piss.
right?
I had to take a
And
moment.
then you're
I'm taking a
trying to
moment, not
use
piss.
this to somehow, like, not call me the people's champ anymore or something like that. It's exploitative, Ned. And I would have thought you were a better person than that.
It's nowhere near as exploitative as that shit. And
What shit?
As that
It is because you're using it.
They were putting
You're
that
doubling
poor kid-
down on it.
Well, time is a big healer of wounds. So I think that kid's probably fine now if he found the father figure that he so desperately needed. But yeah, I think that if you're able to watch that, have a degree of feeling and empathy for the poor child, and and recognize that. That would be emblematic of someone who would, I would think, consider themselves a champion
It's a
of the people.
30-second video of something that's fake and
38
set up.
seconds.
So,
Well, that's not fake. As I said, that kid's reaction was authentic.
well, you just said before it is all set up.
It's all set up, like
Yeah.
in terms of the drill sergeant vibe and all, and like the
Then it breaks into an authentic moment.
yeah, like an unplanned authentic
I
moment.
didn't see it as authentic.
No, I think it was an unplanned authentic moment. Like that was like, I don't know, that guy. I think he did like it was often on that show.
I think that was a weak confront.
Well, it might make your heart weak if that's what you're talking about, because it does make me. What do you think
I
about
didn't get
that
anything
video?
out of it, really.
Well, I think it's a genuine reaction because often you mean any of those shows, Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, all these things, like obviously they're all contrived, but then you
Yeah.
get these moments.
Yeah.
You get these moments where like, oh wait,
A little bit of
Break it.
reality seeps through.
a little bit of reality just jumps in there, and
Yeah.
then they can break your heart.
Yeah.
It really can.
And that's what's happened here. I think, like, that is an instance of a young vulnerable child crying out for a little bit of love, and he's trying to find it from wherever he can. I hope he's all
Do
right.
you suffer from a lack of a father figure?
Well, as I said, we're all good here, but that poor little
And
fella.
now Buttons is taking the piss out of the poor kid.
I didn't know what that button. I just said father figure, so I pressed it.
So, champ, Final question: Do you feel any empathy for that child?
Well, I don't think it's real, so no.
If it was,
I was trying to make it as easy for. I was giving him an absolute softball. Then, you don't think it's real, so you don't feel empathy. All right, let's say it's not real. So let's say it's contrived. Do you feel any empathy for the poor child being manipulated?
Well, if it's fake, then he'd be in on it.
He's not in on it, obviously.
How do you know?
Because he's a fucking 8-year-old kid.
Oh, what? 8-year-old kids never acted in movies?
8-year-old
Have you
kids.
seen that kid?
How many 8-year-old kids?
I see dead people walk around as regular people.
Yeah, he actually
Well, you probably can't see that
that's
one 'cause that would be a
manipulative.
bit
Because
scary for you.
well, Haley Joel Osment thought that there were ghosts. I'm serious,
done with
because
this.
he's an
Did he really?
8-year-old kid, so he was scared by what was happening. It was a very manipulative film set.
Really?
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. See, I feel bad for that kid.
I don't know what to do. I tried to tee you up a real soft one then.
Boring content.
I can't stop the X-Files music. Sorry, I was trying to get it to stop.
I think we.
I mean, Ned said before they play that after dark. Paul Buck's not going to sleep.
Sorry.
I'll get empathy for you,
Sorry,
Ned, not being
Sal.
able to sleep tonight.
I guess what's going on now is
Scared of ghosts.
Peoples is relinquishing the title of Peoples.
No. I'm not relinquishing it.
Well, you just said that you don't feel any empathy.
No.
You don't feel empathy for the people.
Oh, but do you know what the word relinquish means? You know what the word relinquish means? I'm
You're-
not relinquishing the title, Ned.
You're incapable, or you're incapable of feeling any emotion for
Not
others
true.
other than yourself.
Not true.
You're,
I get annoyed at you. That's an emotion, and you're someone else.
you're incapable of feeling empathy
Incapable.
for the most vulnerable in society. To me, that's someone that doesn't want to be a people's champion. It's not your, you're not relinquishing it. You're throwing it away is what you're doing. You're no longer the people's champion as far as the Salty and the Champ.
I mean,
Productions
getting
is
somebody
concerned.
to react to a 30-second video that's probably fake is not a measure of how much empathy they have.
I think it is somewhat an indicator.
Yeah. Well, you're a very shallow man, so 38 seconds is about the depth of
I now have
your
to.
emotional.
I now
ocean.
have to fill the role of both host as Salty and co-host as the People's Champion because you're now the
See
corporate
how that
champion.
goes.
I think this might be the last episode of Salty and the Champ because if he doesn't want to come back, I don't want to have him back because he doesn't want to be the People's Champ anymore. He's said as much himself.
No. I just said I won't be relinquishing the title.
Well, there's only one last thing to do in tonight's episode.
What's that?
Now that this is going to be the last episode of Salty and the Champ. This was. You remember what this is?
Oh yeah, that was my Christmas present that I gave to you last year.
This is the docket. I know that you probably can't see that too well on
What
screen.
What was it? Salty, remind the viewer.
So,
This was the bet that Champ made on my behalf for Christmas for Essendon to win a final. And obviously that's not going to happen. So what we're going to do now is we're going to burn this.
you're
And
gonna
this
burn
is-
it.
Yeah, we're going to burn it.
You're not going to keep it as a memento of the present a friend gave you for
Nah.
Christmas. No.
Got those
He got
memories
me a
up here.
Tats Lotto
Right,
ticket, and I
yeah,
won
yeah.
$15, so I guess
There you go.
I won on that one.
Yeah, and you had
There
to
you
hand
go.
that Tats Lotto ticket to get that $15.
Yeah, but you got
So-
$15.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I got $110. So, but I'm
Well,
not.
but you didn't, so you mean you can keep that instead.
What I'm
Stick it
gonna
in a
do-
photo album.
What I'm going to
And
do.
you know, 30, 40 years in the future, when you realise, oh, geez, I shouldn't have fucked up that podcast, you could look back at it and, you know,
We're going to burn this now, and this is going to be.
burn it. You're going to burn a present a friend gave you. That's disgusting behaviour. What's with you tonight, mate?
Now that I'm the people's champion, and you're the corporate champion. This is symbolic of the burning, the burning greed that the corporate has for that you have for the corporation now, because that's who your allegiance is to. And I think this symbolizes, the death of the Salty and the Champ podcast. And that's your call. You've made that call. Now, I'm not saying it's forever, but that's up to him.
I'm not the one sitting there with a jet lighter, mate.
Oh, well, you're the one that's saying that you're not coming back now that you're not the people's champion. You can still be a part of this podcast if you wish, but you're not going to be the people's champion. So here is the bet. Again, can we just get that on
Gone mad.
And this is it. We're gonna say goodnight to everything, and I'm gonna have to drop this in a second. But that's it. That's the end. That's the end of Salty and the Champ. Forever. Maybe forever. Probably forever. And it's up to him to show that he still wants to do this and that he's actually still the people's champion. But for the time being, that title's removed from him, and I'm done. So we're done for the night. Buttons, you got anything that you want to say?
It's been good. I've enjoyed it. But I hope to see you again.
You got anything to say, Dave?
I hope you get some counselling and deal with the issues that you're obviously struggling with at the moment.
Yep.
And I'll accept your apology prior to the filming of the next episode, and hopefully we can get things back on track.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Hope you had a good night. Go everybody in the finals. Good luck to them all.
I don't know what's got into you. It's fucking way too much work now. Way too much stuff. Put the agenda together, you're like, oh, not this, not that, not this. And you do no fucking work to suggest ideas of your own. You just shit all over mine. You shut off when all I'm trying to do is just make something of this hunting podcast. Now, you can sit there and laugh all you want, but I'm telling you now, I'm not putting up with your crap anymore.